So moving on, Marsau and Maurice are at Black. They invite Moses to come over to hang out so they can kind of try to get a feel on him and his situation.
Yeah.
So he says things just didn't work out with him and Destiny. Maurice thinks that the break with Destiny should have been more clear. And Maurice explains that when he left his marriage, he left the marital home a year before he had papers filed, and then he met Kimmy. And they still call Kimmy a side chick.
Yeah.
Maurice is basically saying that Moses should meet and sit down with Destiny in a way to clear Sunny's name so that way people don't come after her and comments and all these types of things saying that she was a side chick. And Marsau is telling him that these comments, they do eventually penetrate. Like, you think that you're fine now and it doesn't matter, but it can become overwhelming. And Marsau reveals that he almost lost his marriage due to a lot of the hoopla. He said the last time he told someone something of this gravity was pretty much Martell. And he says it's going to rain. And Moses says where he comes from, it rained all his life, and he's different than Martell. Maurice thinks Moses and Sunny. Oh, we already talked about that.
No, it's okay. Please go over it so like you can refresh my memory as well too, please.
Well, yeah, Maurice thinks Moses and Sunny should meet up with Destiny, and Marsau disagrees.
That is a big point that I want to point out. Keep going.
Moses doesn't think he owes Destiny anything, but he doesn't mind talking to Destiny. Moses is also saying Sunny could be pregnant any day now. They got married. The next day they did IVF.
Yeah, your timeline is off, Moses. So let me go to Maurice for a second, right? Prayers to wherever you at, Maurice, right now, okay? Because I think you need them, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like the male version of Kimmy. This kumbaya, let's all come together. And basically so you could clear Sunny name. And Marsau looking at him like, that ain't gonna happen. Like that's not gonna clear the name, number one. For one, the act itself is dirty enough that there's nothing that you can say to clear the name because it's going to make you look like a liar. And then on top of that, Destiny is not going to clear Sunny's name. So like Marsau looking at Maurice like, what are you talking about? Also, what Marsau said, it literally like a light bulb went off in my head, right? And that's actually the motivation of my sign right here, right? He said the last time I was having a conversation with someone like this, it was Martell Holt. He didn't listen, and you see where he at. Right? And Moses, you can see that he's not really listening to Marsau. He's basically like, man, it's basically been hard my whole life. I know what hard is. You know what I mean? And Marsau's like, trust me, it penetrates. Moses is the new Martell of the show. Right? And when I say new Martell, I do not mean that they are alike in the sense of, we know what Martell troubles is. Right? But I think Moses is brought in to basically be a new version, a younger version, big muscles, handsome guy, has some trouble when it comes to basically he was in a relationship and he was in another relationship at the same time without all the criminal stuff that Martell does. Okay. So in a way, you still get Martell, but it's like Martell 2.0. That's what Moses is, in my opinion. Basically a new villain that we can actually feel good liking or disliking without the revenge, corn, and all that other stuff that Martell brings. Moses not gonna listen. he just not. Because to him, he's basically saying that Destiny should have did a better job keeping me. He's basically putting the onus on Destiny of why Destiny lost him. You know. One thing I would like to point out. I would like Marsau and Maurice to get stories. I do not want them to be the counselors of the show. This is multiple episodes now to where they're going to Martell's house, and now they in Black talking to Moses, and they basically are the counselors and basically the mentors of the men. What's y'all storyline? Right. I need to know. Hey, Marsau, are you building your house? What are y'all doing with the business? Maurice, how is the restaurant business or whatever y'all doing? But overall, I think this is just the foundation of basically Marsau is setting it up as he always do to say, I told you so. And he ain't gonna hold his tongue when it comes to saying I told you so.
All right. Well, we move on.